In this video, I'm gonna show you how to sing with your own voice, how to find your natural singing voice.
Of course I'm singing with my own voice. Listen to this. Ah!
Are you? I'm always singing in my own voice.
Ah!
Are you? Make sure to watch the whole video and follow along with each of the steps to really find that amazing voice inside of you. So here's the deal. The way you sing right now was shaped by many things, like how you grew up, what you experienced in your school or at home, what other people told you, videos you watched, the music you listened to, and much more. When you start out singing, you might be so inspired by your favorite band or singer that you don't realize how you might try to imitate their sound. And I'm not saying this is necessarily a bad thing. Getting inspired by the artists you love can be awesome. But there can be negative sides to this too. And that's when you try to sound a certain way, even subconsciously, and it messes with your ability to sing. Because you might not understand why the singer you like sounds like they do. You might not understand the vocal techniques they use to get that sound. And even if you did, everyone has a different physiology, experiences, and habits that have shaped their voice. Some singers even have vocal damage, so you will never sound exactly like them. And that's alright, because you are you, and the world doesn't need a clone of your favorite singer, does it? If you are manipulating your larynx, constricting your throat, or adding unhealthy tensions to your voice, all those things can really limit your range, sound, and overall vocal health. Alright, so how do you find your own natural singing voice? After many years of being a vocal coach, I've found that the best way to find your own singing voice is by speaking. It's something you do every day, and most of the time, you don't think that much about it. Okay, begin by just talking like you usually would and listen to the melody of your voice. Listen to the melody of your voice. Did you hear how my voice went up and down in pitch when I said that phrase? Check this out and listen to the melody of your voice. Now talk to yourself casually and listen for the pitch changes. Hey man, how's it going? I'm filming a YouTube video right now. Oh, really? Yeah, it's pretty cool. You need my help? Thanks, man. If you hear any other voices, you might want to see a psychiatrist. When we speak, we don't just speak on one pitch all the time. Except that one teacher...
And that's how we obtain the compressible mass flow equation.
Usually our speaking voice has some kind of melody, depending on the emotion and emphasis of what we're saying. So we already sing a little while we speak. Kind of. We want to take this natural way of producing tones into our singing. Sometimes when we switch from speaking to singing, weird things happen. Picture this, you're chatting with your friends around the campfire, and that's when you found out the octopus was actually his stepsister's accountant. What are the chances?
Hey dude, could you sing a song for us?
Okay.
Somebody once told me.
Your voice that was relaxed just moments before can suddenly switch into this singing mode, which changes your sound and can make your voice tense, or sometimes the opposite, lose tension altogether and become really weak. Those changes can be very subtle, and you might not even realize it. It's kind of like a switch inside your brain that changes certain muscles in your voice and body once you think of singing. If this singing mode of yours is programmed in a bad way, you get into trouble. And that's why you should find your natural singing voice. We start by making a common sound in our regular speaking voice. Let's take ah. Like if you just realized something very important, you're like, ah, that's why. Keep it casual and just think about speaking or like you're acting. Imagine you just realized why you had a hard time singing all these years. Ah, that's why. I have to subscribe to this channel. After subscribing, you experiment a little more with that feeling. You start in that casual speaking voice again. Ah, okay. And then you just stay on that note, while still remaining that same feeling and keeping that very casual and positive attitude. Ah! Ah! don't worry about this sounding perfect in any way. It's more important that you keep it casual and relaxed. Once you're able to sustain that note, you share this video with a friend, because that's part of the exercise. Now you do the same thing again, but this time you slide up and down in pitch. So very casually you say, ah! Do this in your own pitch range. You do this a couple of times and just keep it easy and spontaneous. It can also help if you just speak a casual sentence right before, like, oh, that's interesting. Ah, now I understand. You experiment some more with those sounds and you realize, ah, this video was helpful. And if it was, give it a thumbs up. If this video gets 5,000 likes, I will make a follow-up showing you how you can use this method for learning songs. And in case you're still struggling with this, don't worry. Everyone can find their own natural singing voice. Sometimes it just takes some patience, and you really have to trick your brain not to switch into the programming of your singing mode that you've been using for all this time. Leave a comment if this video has helped you or if you have any questions about this. Also check out my video called 5 Tips to Instantly Improve Your Singing, which covers more awesome tips to free up your voice. If you want to take your voice to the next level, get in touch with me for private lessons. I still have a few open slots for students right now. My name's Gideon Clark. See you in the next one.
Hey man, could you sing a song for us? Just listen to this.
Hey dude, could you sing a song for us?
Excuse me, sir. Could you sing a song for us?
Somebody ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.